What's up, guys? This is the second installment of us going through the private live footage from the Doss house. So if y'all missed the first episode, first of all, why?
Why?
I'm offended. No, I'm not offended. I'm not offended. Don't take it personally. But if you didn't watch the first episode, please go back and watch the first episode. Just that first 35 minutes. Disclaimer. It took us like an hour and a half or longer to get that filmed. But it brought up some interesting legitimate questions, because for those of you guys that didn't get to watch the live, they're in the house. I was sick as fucking fuck. Like
Oh
I
my
was
God.
super fucking ill.
It
So
was dumb.
the only places I really got to see in the house was the couch and the bathroom. Like, and I got to kind of like wobble with the help of, thankfully, Larissa and Shauna and Sass to the bathroom. So I didn't really get to see anything in the house. So this is almost like, even though I was there, I wasn't there. So this is me getting to watch an investigation, and I'm really excited about it. So also, I want to let you guys know, um, we will be going back. Shauna was so gracious to invite us back to the Doss house. There is a big event on the 21st of June called Creep It Real. We will be guests there. And Santiago, the loud hi-ya friend of mine, will be there. Patty Negri will be there. A whole bunch of really cool, groovy people. We get to go across the street to the cemetery and so on and so forth. So make sure you guys watch for tickets for that, because I'm excited. I am so fucking excited. So,
I'm
especially
fucking-
after just 30 minutes, just the first 30 minutes, I'm so excited. I did text Shauna. I have one piece of hair that's pissing me the ever loving fuck off. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I did text Shauna while we were on the break, and I was like, dude, I want to do a session in the crawl space. I swear, I guarantee she probably like choked on whatever she was drinking. She was
I hope you told
probably,
her that I was not. You don't
oh no,
get
I'm
it.
telling her. I'm telling her. I'll be like, Sass wants to go in first. We gonna close it up. No, I would not do that to you. I hope you know I wouldn't do that to you. I might do a jump scare and like be that ornery friend, but I would never do that to somebody, because I know how I would feel if somebody did that bullshit to me, and like that wouldn't be
I will never get that picture of you Scooby Dooing out of my head. That was the greatest payback moment ever, and it didn't even have to be shared live. Like, just to watch you do that was all of my soul being happy.
we
My
really
my
need.
life is complete.
You know what? We are now taking applications for an intern for a camera person. We can't afford to
Somebody
pay
should
you
follow
because
us.
we some broke bitches. But
Somebody should follow us for real,
yeah, because that was really I was
girl.
not like liking it in the moment. If y'all missed it when we were talking about this, I mean, obviously you missed it because we didn't have one tape. But in Denver, I was coming down the hallway and this fucking bitch like jumped down and scared me. So when I get scared, if I get startled, I instantly want to hit something. I instantly want to hit something. It just happened. It just happened. Shauna just said, "Pick me, camera homie, for real."
Like, for real,
Girl.
you drew back, but your feet did a whole little like river dance kind of. I don't know what the fuck was going on down there. It was like a mix of river dance and Scooby Doo.
Well, I am over half Irish, so I feel like river dance is programmed in my blood.
I mean, it was epic. I'm sorry that the rest of the world didn't get to see it, but it made every piece of my soul celebrate. With love. With love.
Now I'm gonna die. Shit, fuck.
Payback's the bitch.
I keep forgetting I have this fucking ring on, and that even if I like do this, I'm still gonna like jam my face. So I have to make sure to like, instead of pinky out, as like,
I keep this one on my thumb, but I've gotten so used to having it.
mm. Oh, is that
Yeah.
the little cat ring that I
Mhm.
yeah. I need to find mine. Okay, anyway,
That's
let's get on with it,
okay.
or this fucking episode is gonna be like 2 hours long.
I mean,
I
I mean,
mean, where is it? Where is it? There it is. All right. So if you didn't watch the first episode, um, A, go back and watch it. Fuck is wrong with you? But B, please make sure. Okay, hang on. Make sure that I shared the God damn it. No, bitch, no, shut up. No, shush, 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 shush. Hold on, I'm screwing shit up. Hold on. Because I want to make sure that, yeah, share sound. There we go. I want to make sure share sound. All right. Is that how many tabs I got open? Yeah, that's how many tabs. Don't judge. Y'all know you do it too. Don't judge. All right. So for those of you guys that didn't watch the first one, this is upstairs in one of the bedrooms. Okay. We are starting at 34 minutes and 7 seconds in because I just fucked it up. So anyway, we're starting at 34 minutes and 7 seconds in. Welcome to my life.
Okay. Okay. All right. Makes sense. Okay.
So
where did you want me to go now alone to be terrified?
Where are you sending Larissa alone? Where?
I didn't do it.
No, Alan's all set up in the basement.
He's set up in the basement. And what are we going to be terrified in the basement doing?
I don't know. He set it up. Yeah, that's all alone.
I get to see the basement.
He had a good bag of tricks.
Oh, I think you should drag Sass down there and put her in a chair.
Sass, no, she's got to stay. She's gonna stay with Blue, because Blue doesn't feel well.
Larissa, I like how much you guys downplayed.
So we're gonna take some of this stuff downstairs.
Larissa had my back.
Larissa's fucking awesome. I just want you guys to know, I fucking love her. She's fucking awesome.
Right?
She drives like a bat out of hell, but she's
she is literally ride or die. She's literally a ride or die, and sometimes maybe a ride and die. Like,
but the thing is, like, I mean, she grew up in New York, you know, so she's used to driving New York, New Jersey, like she's used to all that. So when she was like, "Well, I'll just drive," I was like, "Bet," because I don't want to.
Being in the back seat with her going through New Jersey, I'm a survivor, dude. I'm a survivor. She can drive anywhere as long as I can sit in the front seat and not puke. Like, that is
all right. Let's see the basement.
She's a defensive driver.
Yeah, Larissa is awesome. I fucking love her. From the moment that, like, when I first got, well, Santiago introduced me to her. She is my manager. Just I guess. Yeah, she books all kinds of cool shit for me. So yeah, but I had talked to her over the phone several times, and then when I flew up to Pennsylvania last summer was the first time I got to meet her in person. I was not prepared for how tall this woman is. So it cracks me up too, because Larissa's gorgeous. Like, Larissa's gorgeous. And so then she's like, "Well, my mom was a model." I'm like, "Well, duh, like we could tell. This statuesque face over there, you know, with your tall ass long legs and shit." And she's like, "I'm not very," bitch, shut up. Yes, you are. And you know it. Shut up. Shut up. All right. Let's talk about Larissa some more. No, I'm just kidding.
If we can. If you don't mind, would you just mind? Thank you.
Can you see?
You guys are honorary members of the Haunted Mafia today. Hey, Sass.
Haunted Mafia.
Sass. Look, even they're excited for you.
No shit.
To y'all's session.
They said they want you
They
in the basement with
said,
us.
they said,
Basement in the chair.
why are you a refugee? And they whispered, "Dad."
That was crazy.
Did you want to grab this, or you want me to continue holding it? I mean, I don't want to.
Y'all leave me downstairs alone? Wait. Did y'all leave me downstairs with the fucking bastard hat man by myself?
No, ma'am. You were never left alone, and you can thank Shauna and Larissa for that, and Alan, because if one of the four of us, I can't count, were with you, like, no, you were never left alone. Like, the most you were left alone is somebody was right on the other side of that wall.
Aww.
Girl, you were trying to die. Like, you were twitching and shit. Like, fuck that. I wasn't going to be responsible for the death of a blue Bodie. You ain't putting that kind of karma on me, Ricky.
Can you imagine that headline on TikTok? If there's already the blue Bodie drama and then there isn't any, the blue Bodie controversy and then there isn't any, the blue Bodie death. Sorry. Please don't ban me, TikTok.
Don't do it.
All right. I just got to grab my water.
Take one down, pass it around.
Is she okay?
Oh, you didn't finish the round. Nobody finished it.
She's okay.
Yeah. She's feeling a little bit better.
So every time you go by this thing over here, it goes off.
Like, what's in this room behind me?
I know. I want to go in there, but this keeps going off in here.
Wait. What were you talking about? The kids' room, or were you talking about the crawl space?
The one right at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
So when we were when we were going up, I didn't like that room. And when we were coming back down, my back. So me and Larissa were kind of like coming down. I think there was like one or two people, but they weren't directly behind me. They were still like in the room getting shit or whatever. And my back to that room was like, I felt like we were about to be pushed like dominoes. I was like, move it, keep it moving. Like Larissa was trying to talk and walk, and I was like, girl, go.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be watching the top of this cabinet right here.
Yes.
Sass, say what you said on the first episode as well.
So during the private live, at some point during the night, people were saying that they were seeing clowns and something else up there. But
I mean, that looks like Santa Claus up there right now, but you know.
I think Santa Claus might have been one of them that they were saying. But it was like clowns and something were up there. But when we went to look at it, when Larissa acknowledged that comment on the live and we went to look, it was nothing close to that.
Huh.
But multiple people on the live were saying, yeah.
Maybe just they were watching on a smaller screen and it just looked like, I don't know.
I said, just keep an eye out on it because that was later in the evening that it got brought up.
Okay. All right. So when y'all are going up and down the stairs, we'll watch it. That is a cool that's a cool cabinet. Okay. So the stairs end and then there's the cabinet. Is there a landing right there or is it just the stairs end?
The stairs end.
Okay.
And then you have like maybe a 4x4 square before the cabinets there.
Gotcha. Okay. So there's more room between the end of the stairs and the cabinet than I guess I was picturing in my head. Okay.
Not much. It's literally like a 4 foot by 4 foot little slice of floor.
Okay. Let's go into the basement. Let's go into the basement.
So that door right there beside it,
yeah,
that goes nowhere. It looks like I had to ask Shauna. Looks like they may have wanted to put a back door, a porch, an addition, or whatever, but it doesn't go anywhere.
So what's behind the door?
Nothing.
Like a wall?
Yeah, I guess. I didn't specifically.
Shauna, what's behind the door?
But it goes nowhere.
The door to hell. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
And that's the basement door.
What?
That was the basement door. So like it takes past that door and then to the basement door with the cross.
Okay. Whoa, Shauna said it's a 12-foot drop on the other side of that door. A 12-foot drop. Oh, because that house is built on the side of the hill, yeah?
Like, yeah, I did walk down the side, like, look behind it, and it is kind of like one of those topsy-turvy houses. Okay. The ones that I was saying I didn't understand how they could stand up when we were looking at houses. Yeah.
Okay, let's go in the basement. I want to go in the basement. Take me in the basement.
You want to help me out here?
Follow it or whatever.
Take me in the basement, bitches. Sorry.
Yeah, we're doing EVP in the basement. We just got an amazing. Oh, I'll hold that. We'll do an amazing EVP downstairs in the basement.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, that's a pretty.
You got an
spot.
EVP.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, here. Let me not pause it. Right
now. Why? Why are you looking at me like that? What'd I do? Put this down here.
You're trying to get me to go in the basement. I'm like,
Oh, I don't know why in my head. Like, I'm wondering if at one point there was a little bit of a landing there, like, because in my head, there's a landing there, like a step up. I don't understand. Like, I could swear, even though I've never been in, I mean, I was in that room to skirt through, but like in my head, there's a fucking landing right there.
So you need to talk to Shauna, because I know the cabinet was turned a different way originally. Like it was lined up the wall with the stairs, I think. But there could have been.
That's just weird. I don't know. Okay.
I don't know. I did ask about the cabinet at the end of the stairs though.
Okay. All right.
And there's a weird place under the stairs. Like if you see behind my butt over there, there's like a coffee station, and I don't know. It's creepy. It's
Which
great
makes me
creepy though. Like it's creepy, but it was kind of cool, but it was hella creepy.
I'm wondering if those are the original stairs, those bottom ones, if they're the original stairs.
I know that there was an incident that occurred on those bottom stairs.
Oh, okay. Well, don't tell me yet. Don't
Yeah,
tell me
no.
yet. Yeah, Shauna, you'll have to let us know because I mean, obviously this railing is
We need
new. You know what I mean? It's
you don't
newer.
need you don't need me to tell the history. We need Shauna.
Yeah. Do you remember when the house was built? Shauna, when was the house built? The original part of the house. I've got her on text. She's watching as we're filming. She's watching. So okay. Take me to the basement. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding.
My tripwire.
What's up, Alan?
His is down the basement, so we don't need mine.
By the way,
that's yours.
as we stare at Shauna's armpit, I need to give a huge shout out to Alan.
Dude, he worked so hard.
1810-ish. Okay. Dude, that's older than I thought. That's wicked. I need to give a big shout out to Alan. When we were at Hell House, before we got to Hell House, we stopped at Country Junction, which is right there by it, which is a fun house of plethora of things. But you kind of, I'm sorry, and this is not me just being paranoid. You cannot convince me that someone did not kick or put that plate of screws in front of my tire. You can't convince me because when we pulled up, it was still daylight and there was nothing. There was nothing. You cannot convince me that someone didn't do that on purpose. But when we pulled out of there, I went to turn and I heard my tire like skid a little bit. I thought it was just sand in the parking lot. So we get out and we start hearing this pa-chunk, pa-chunk, like when you got a flat tire. And to be honest, I thought I had 2 flat tires. But so we pulled over and there was a piece of plastic about this big with like 5 fucking screws in it. And Alan was so nice the next morning. I was already getting really sick and he went down, took the tire off my car, took it like all the way to Walmart, which was like a 30-minute drive, got a tire, brought it back, put the tire on. Like I can't, like we can't thank Alan enough for that. Like I really, really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. So I just wanted to give Alan a shout out. Alan and Larissa are fucking good. They're good people.
Okay.
Everybody,
got in an argument.
Everybody there was good people.
they really were.
I had the box on and out. I was like, let me walk out of here. It only does it when I walk out. And it was like, get out.
I had the.
And I was like, rude. And it was
Yeah,
like,
those
well,
cannot
I
be
mean,
the original stairs. Did you see?
So you hear me talking about the EVP that
Hang on.
That's my tripwire.
This is your stuff too.
His is down the basement, so we don't need mine right
Oh,
now.
that's
over,
yours,
Larissa.
Okay.
Something I got in an argument.
Look, I don't think those are the original stairs.
I don't know. I think they are.
I am like obsessed suddenly. You
I
know
don't
how
think
us
they're
earth
real.
signs are. I'm suddenly obsessed. There should be a landing at the bottom of the stairs, and I don't know why. Like about this much of a like a wooden landing like that. I don't understand why. Why am I obsessed with this? This is fucking stupid. Okay, let's move on.
Over here a little minute ago.
Like, bitch, stop
I
it.
had the
Okay.
box on and out. I was like, let me walk out of here. It only does it when I walk out. And it was like, get out.
I had the.
And I was like, rude. And it was like, well, I mean.
I had my mag.
I was like,
So you can even see on the wall where the paint's different.
Back and forth for a few
We
minutes.
didn't set anything up really yet, other than the SLS. We just took it down to the SLS.
Shauna just said significance to the 3rd step. Okay, don't tell me yet.
Okay.
That does look like a clown.
Okay, it does, doesn't it?
It does look like a clown. It looks like the old school It.
Oh God, it looks like a wicked ass clown.
It's It. I have a red balloon for you. Yeah,
Oh,
that looks
God.
like It. What the fuck, man?
It does. It's like I know that that's the camera. Like I know that that's one of the stationary, the monitoring cameras.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it legit looks like It.
It does though.
That's why everybody said they saw a clown.
Okay.
It looks like It.
Yeah, that's one of the recording, like the camera that's kind of like facing the stairs in the room you were in and kind of the kitchen. Like it's, yeah.
I just zoomed it in on TikTok and it really, really looks like
It does though.
it does.
100%.
It does. So that's why everybody was saying they saw a clown. Debunked.
Yep. Debunked.
All right, take me to the basement. Okay. I really got to quit saying that.
And then people, you know what I mean? Figure out where people can.
Yeah.
Many were sent to Australian prison to get got stupid stuff. Maybe dad was sent there. Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Wait,
Maybe.
what?
All right.
I
So
don't know.
we're going.
From the live. She was reading comments from the live.
Oh, were they maybe talking about the refugee comment?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Down the basement now. All right. Do we want to take that with?
Are they
Okay.
behaving on
You
YouTube?
should
They
put it
should
on the
be.
mantle.
That'll
work better.
They better be behaving on YouTube.
You guys are all in the back. Do we need more chairs down there? You think?
Probably.
Bench,
Yeah,
2 chairs.
probably.
Okay.
I'll probably stand.
Let's go in
I'll
the
sit.
basement.
I'll sit.
Let's go in the
I'll have to
basement.
sit.
And this part, could you in that part?
Ooh, what are those things on the wall?
I'll have to sit because I'm tall.
What are the things on the wall? What's up, Tabitha and Brett?
Okay.
If we need more chairs, I'll bring them down.
All right.
Brittany, with your gorgeous hair.
All right. We can. Yeah. Let's bring.
Do
Like
what?
she's got so much knowledge about that house, Brittany. Like she's all in. She's researched the hell out of it.
That's how Larissa is with Hell House. That's fantastic, though, to have someone that has that level of knowledge about a place. Like, that's fantastic.
Down
That's
when we
like
can. Yeah, he wants to do Phasma down, then let's
They
bring him
wanted me
down.
down there earlier.
Bring him down.
Yeah, I mean, I can do regular Estes. I don't care.
Somebody to say she's stable.
This section right here, you're either gonna want to turn sideways, like you'll see me do.
Go ahead,
Pay
Tabitha. Go
attention.
ahead.
He's telling you how to get down there without
They were,
falling.
I don't know.
they were trying to get me to go to the basement, and I'm like, Bodie, gotta stay with Bodie.
Careful going down.
What's going on? What? Oh,
You have to really duck. Like really duck.
go ahead. You go first because I got this in my hand.
Whoa, that's a big old drop on that first step. Okay.
We literally steal.
All right. You don't hear that whispering, do you?
Yes, I did.
What the fuck?
Because there's so much noise bouncing around in here. Like, I'm.
Okay, so I am gonna let you know too. I woke myself up on the couch talking repeatedly.
I know.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know if y'all know or not. So
No, you
the guy that had his hand on my shoulder, the fucking like I caught myself. I think that I don't know if Shauna. I should have asked if she could go back in because I know there's a camera in the living room. I should have asked if she could go back and pull the footage of me on the couch. It's been 2 weeks now, so it may not even exist anymore. But because I felt like I was having a conversation with him, like I woke myself up talking. But whenever the fucking hat bastard in the corner kept appearing, he would disappear. And then I was talking to the lady that was rubbing my hair too. So
yeah, there was a few times you said something to the lady, and I was like, "You talking to me?" You were like, "Huh? No." I was like, "Oh, fuck, okay." Booger beacon.
what'd you say?
You know what I said? The booger, the beacon,
I thought you said booger picking.
booger beacon. You are a satellite tracking beacon for the boogers.
Take me in the basement.
It's in my ear. Sorry if you heard me curse on here. I don't know if it's R-rated or G-rated, but
Girl,
them
she's never
whispering
heard
in
one of
my
my
ear is a little creepy.
My husband doesn't believe me about my session earlier. I was telling
I'm like all excited. I'm like all in. Like let's
I
fuck.
was just telling my husband about me and Larissa playing Battle Box with our dowsing rods.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get
That
you.
blew my mind a little bit though, dude, because like I don't.
Because you didn't know about it?
Well, no, and I've never done anything like that. Like
So
my
I
abilities are just like a baby.
So some people are better at some things than others. But it really just does come down to who is the stronger psychic in the room. It really is. Why are you trying to break my stuff, Tabitha? I'm just playing with you.
I think that's where Shauna wants to go, is the old part.
I wish I had put the camera in the holder, right?
All right.
This is the
It is a.
Yeah, you can see the little thing. Yeah, I want to go in there. Okay, so right now the room that they're in here, this is underneath the dining room area, right?
I have no idea. I did not go down there. I cannot be the one to confirm that. You couldn't make me. No way, no ma'am. Matter of fact, I think my exact words were, I don't like it here. I want to go home.
Shauna, she said, Sass made me trace you with a K2 meter. I felt like a freak.
I did. But you lit up like the 4th of July. I told her you were a booger beacon. I was like, watch. And she lit up from the toes to the head. Booger beacon.
Did I really?
Yep.
So
Yep.
you had people experimenting while
No,
I was asleep?
Like, you know how I've always related you to the secretary on Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know how they always did their little blah, 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 me like there's a ghost in that one. That's what you were lit up. I was waiting for Ray to come open the box and suck you dry.
Stop it. Stop it.
You were lit up.
Shauna, I need to know. So the basement, is it square like the main house, or does it go out in the front, like almost under the front yard? There's a reason I'm asking how square the house is. Like, obviously the upper part is square, but I need to know like how square it is in the bottom. All right, take me in the basement room.
It's eluding me. A motion sensor box, a music box, but it's facing an area that it's not going to work facing.
I said that's where I felt.
Why would you put it over there?
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. Well,
That's a newer wall. Okay.
All right, guys, we're gonna put this creepy box up in this creepy area.
Shauna, do you know how old that concrete brick wall is right there? Because that's a newer wall. That's newer masonry. She's typing on the text. I'm waiting for that to pop through.
I don't know if you can see that, but we're putting it up in that creepy area right there that I want nothing to do with.
She said under the house and under the dining room. Give me 5 minutes. Oh, okay. She's gonna join the Zoom. So let me send her. Let me send her.
Half-ass trying to lie. Come on, girl.
Yeah. All right. Let me see here. What am I opening up over here? There we go. Let me email her the link. That will be awesome.
Yes, it will. Because I asked so many questions, but at the same time, like my head was on spidey senses. I was trying to watch you. I was trying to make sure we all, at least I survived, and kind of keep you alive in the process. Like it was a lot on. It was a lot on the white girl. I just don't. I ain't built for that.
You be all right.
You're supposed to protect me on these trips. Shit. I had to watch out for you. I had to watch out for me. Girl, it's a lot on me. It's a lot on me.
This is not normally how our thing is, but it'll be all right. Trust me. It'll be all right. All right, let's see here. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life right now? Copy invite link. Bet bitches. Because I also would like for Shauna to tell you guys a little bit about the house that she knows and so on and so forth. So, all right, let me close that back out. Okay. All right. Yeah, because I'm curious. Okay, so I know Sean is listening, and I'll probably have to re-ask this question when she gets on. Well, I'll just wait.
With. I put the creepy box in the creepy area.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Those are new stairs.
Yeah, I didn't go down here at all. I can't tell you nothing about this.
So is this your first time seeing this?
So are we gonna shut lights off down here?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Where are we going?
I think we should go in here
I think
first.
we should go in here.
Yeah. Well, both areas, right? So we're gonna do each area.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Yeah.
gonna move that over here. There
So
she is.
here first and then there, right? Or no?
Whatever
Or
you want.
I think we try to get it to interact with stuff in this room.
All right, hang on. She joining.
So, Come on. Come on, get with it.
There we go. She coming. She coming. I'm so obsessed with Britney's hair. Look, I'm so obsessed with it.
Girl, it is like the perfect. Like it just falls perfect from the bright pink to the purple.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it.
Dude, I sat there and I caught myself staring at her tattoos. I was like, I am not that bitch. I am not brave enough to get scalp tattoos. Like, I think it's badass. I want it. And then it looks like it hurts like a motherfucker.
I didn't even see that part. Jay keeps trying to get me to get the sides of my head tattooed. So that way, he tried to get, when I had the Shield Maiden cut, the Valkyrie cut, he tried to get me to tattoo like rune work like that. And I kind of wish I would have now that it's grown out. But
Like,
at the same time, I've talked to a few people with head tattoos and they're like, yeah, it hurt like a bitch. So I don't know.
Yeah, I want to, but I can just feel my teeth rattling every time I think about it. Like,
I don't know though. Looks pretty wicked. It's just a one-time thing.
I don't know. I'd have to go old jail's house style. Like tap it one time and leave me for a minute. Let me feel
Old school stick and poke.
Yeah, like stick it and then let me think about my life choices and then go again.
Girl, I don't know that painless tattoo. I don't normally like promote brands, but I swear by that shit, man. The elbow and the ditch in one sitting, and I could have gone to sleep. All right. She's having to rejoin, so okay, let's go.
From that room and vice versa.
We're gonna be on here for like
9
hours.
Okay. But you won't hear anything. I mean, you can't hear anything in here except for the music box. So how are you gonna know?
Light off, you'll see the lights flicker.
Yeah.
If you put them over here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's what we're gonna do then.
Okay.
It's
Why
so
am I saying
cold
okay
down
like
here.
I'm answering her?
Feels great.
All right. I'm gonna have to go up, so I need you to hold this after you do that because I gotta get my jacket. I'm freezing. This is them on YouTube.
What's up, Alan?
No, that's going off.
Give me this. Hello, YouTube.
Hello, Alan.
I have it right here.
Oh, you got them in your pocket?
We got the yes/no cat balls.
No.
I love a cat ball in the pocket.
That's what we do when people are under us. We want to make sure they can hear us. We just scream you cat balls in your pocket because you laugh. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I would. I know earlier.
Why the fuck suddenly in my head am I singing, let's all go to the lobby? Let's all go to the lobby. Like in an old school movie. Why suddenly is that in my fucking head?
Take this cross.
Because what?
You're neuro spicy as fuck.
You know what? I was thinking about this earlier about singing all kinds of shit. I'm not that sure that it's just a neuro spicy thing. I'm going to full on blame Bob's Burgers.
No, I was doing it
Yes.
long before Bob's Burgers.
I know, but think about it. That made it normal. I think it's just a Gen X, and then we taught our kids, and then they taught their kids. I'm not lying.
I was back in high school trying to explain it as y'all. I'm sorry, I have musical Tourette's. Like it just, I don't know.
Because think about it. Most of Gen X were either born in or grew up in some form of like disco and musicals. Come on now.
Babysat by the TV.
We all grew up on Wizard of Oz. We're going to blame it on that. Come on now. All the Disney movies. Think about it. We were programmed. And then Bob's Burgers normalized it because Linda Belcher's always singing. That's my theory. That's my theory.
Yeah, I'm down. I like Linda.
I still don't understand why I just started singing that particular thing. Because I've been singing that Glorilla song all day long over here, like, so why suddenly am I singing an old school movie theme to tell you to go to the lobby and buy snacks? Like, I got snacks.
Mine's been Reading Rainbow. I've been stuck on that for a while.
Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. Okay.
That one.
Prototype by Mr. Steve Berry.
So we're just gonna put some cat balls.
This is why our podcast episodes take forever.
Let's find a place to put this madness.
That is a very small room in there.
Yes, it is Alan. Who's Unique Paranormal?
That's us.
Oh, well, hello.
That's
My nose is itching. Somebody talking about me.
Who's asking if it's Alan?
Is it Chloe? Is it Danielle?
Is that you, Danielle? The mystery one?
It's gotta be one of them.
Oh. Sorry,
I'm
Shauna,
trying
I
to
didn't
figure
see
out
you
where
were
to
in the
put
waiting room.
this.
Okay, this right here should just go straight.
Well, I figured that way you could see it from the room.
You can see it from the room if you go straight.
To the door. So there's a chair there. I think we're starting.
All right, I'm gonna put this here at the end then.
Yep, that should go right there. Let's not step on it.
I will not step on that toy.
There we
And
go.
then-
That right there, perfect.
Perfect.
Okay, in the other room.
We're gonna go in the other room, guys. We're gonna be on that room.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've been told like this.
I'm just getting my
I told you the
equipment.
wrong info.
Hi, Danielle. Bye, Danielle.
Here's a thing about the horse.
You've been stolen, Danielle.
All right, we're going in here, guys.
Hide the horse.
I was just grabbing my bag.
Horse
Right?
came up upstairs.
Yeah. All right, turn the light on in that room.
They were just listening to us talking. You guys realize that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's just sit down in here.
There's a chair.
But you
right
said
there.
you had to sit, right?
So before we start this point, what's up? We have Shauna, and is that Brittany back there? We're obsessing over your hair in this video, Brittany. I just want you to know. Stop it with yourself over there. So before we go too much further, first, since I've got you on here, Brittany, I mentioned this in the first podcast episode we filmed today. Girl, I feel like a dick for being so sick. They showed me the cookies you made, and I didn't even get to eat one until I got home because I couldn't hold anything down. I feel so bad because I didn't get to enjoy them while you were there, or even say thank you for the ghost you made me, which is on my antique couch downstairs. My kid, I had to keep my kid from confiscating it. Like I already knew that was going to happen when I got home. But I'm so sorry. Like, I mean, it's not like I got sick on purpose, but I'm sorry.
No, we just were worried to make sure you were okay. None of us were concerned about anything else. We just were concerned about you being all right.
That's what I told her. Like she was sick. Everybody was worried about her.
Oh,
Everybody.
yeah, we knew. Yeah.
Like,
I mean, at least
told
I
her. I was
wouldn't have got
legit.
stuck in the house if I had croaked. I mean, I'm just
No, we thought we were gonna have to scrape you off the couch. That's how bad it was.
Going to join the haunt.
it's not funny, but it's funny. So before we get into this part, Shauna, I would love it if you would just tell us kind of a little bit about why you bought the house, like why you bought the house, what's your vision behind the house, and then whatever else you guys want to share about the house, especially because I don't think y'all saw the first episode we filmed today. So I'm just saying, I would love to know a little more.
We didn't get to watch it. Basically the whole mission behind the house, it was a purchase in honor of my mom, Holly Cataldo. She was into paranormal her whole life, stuff we did together. Long story short, she was diagnosed terminal cancer in I think it was July of 2023. They gave her about 6 weeks to live, so it was already terminal at that point. Me and Danielle took care of her for 6 weeks, and in September she passed away. So through my grief journey, we decided that we were going to take over her group, which was Unique Paranormal 1. We renamed it Unique Paranormal 1.5. And through that journey, Mom always wanted to own a haunted Airbnb.
Okay.
I'd love that, right? Yeah. Who can afford that? Not me. So Danielle went on this personal mission, and she just started looking for haunted locations, and we stumbled across this awesome place, and we show up there. I mean, and you have to admit, just pulling up to it, it is creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
It's something. So we got the owner at the time to let us in to investigate it, and it was crazy off the hook from day one. And we bought it and busted our asses cleaning it out and trying to sort through all of the stuff that was in there, to try to keep as much of it original as we could.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we've been pretty successful with that. We've left a lot of things that were in place that we had no idea why they were there.
Cool.
Glad that we did. So yeah, this house and this purchase is specifically in honor of her. I'm just living my grief journey through doing this and doing whatever I can to honor her the best way that I can. And it's been awesome. You were there, Sass.
Well, I'm sorry that you lost her from somebody that's been a member of the Lost Mom Club for over a decade. I
It changes you. It
There's
really,
nothing.
yeah.
There's nothing you can say or do to prepare someone for that. You think you're prepared, you're never. Even
Yeah.
even people I know that they didn't have a good relationship with their mom, like it's still it's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how else to explain it. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I'm sorry you
It's
lost
like,
her.
thank you. Detrimental but humbling at the same time, if that kind of makes sense. Like,
Yep.
and yeah, so doing something, carrying on something that she loved so much has been, and meeting so many awesome people, no complaints. Yeah, like I wish she was here, like enjoying all of this. She's probably cursing at me that I'm getting to do all this and she didn't get to, but
She's there.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool for sure.
So I
Yeah.
do want to let you know in the first episode, before I like when Sass was starting to go in the house, before anything started getting investigated, I read that big long text that I sent you, and I kind
Yeah.
of told them a little bit about what I told you Monday when I managed to get outside, to sit with you guys for a little
Mhm.
bit. But I did read them that before we started investigating, because this is kind of technically my first time seeing the house as well. So I found it really, really interesting. And I will say that in the first episode, I am going to send it to you on a private link so you can watch it. But in the first episode, when Sass first pans in the crawl space, there's there's the wall and there's a piece of insulation, a big, or it's white, that comes down right there, and there's a square that comes out under the window. Something moves and completely blocks that out, and then it's weird. Like she caught it on camera and didn't even notice it during the thing. So
Awesome.
yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
Footage from up there won't play.
Yeah.
I have lots of footage from up there. I stick my husband up there, and
I
I have footage, and
No.
it will not play.
I
No.
text Shauna and I was like, I want to do a session in the crawl space. I want to do a session.
100% on her own on that.
It's exactly what I told her. I was like, you go, girl, but you will not catch me up there. We will push your ass happily right up through the hole.
Yep.
And you go, girl.
Donna's
You
got
go.
cameras and we can watch them on her phone. We have already discovered this. We can sit downstairs and watch.
Yep.
Yep.
My husband loves it up there. He'll go up there with you. He's like, I love it. I'm comfortable in there. I'm like, that's not great.
Just cleanse yourself before you get in bed, bitch. Like,
Yeah, right.
all right, we ready to watch? We're ready to watch the baby. Oh!
Get it.
Before we go, okay. So the house itself, is it square all the way down, or does like this room that we're in now, does it seem to go out in front of the living room? Does that make sense?
Yeah, so the part of the basement you're looking at right now with the old stonework,
Mhm.
that is right above the living room where you
Okay.
were. So that's
Okay.
the original part of the house. The 1810 part of the house is that in that basement. The backside part was put on a little bit later, but it was also that same type of stone around the back.
Mhm.
And then I think Danielle said 1980s, was it?
Yeah.
In the 1980s, that whole back part, the old stone was taken out because that dining room was literally like falling off of the house. So they had to take all of that old stuff off and re-brick it and re-support it. So you
What-
had the original hot part, then the dining room was added, then the kitchen was added, and then in the 1940 something was when the barber shop was added to the property. And it was his own entity at one time. And then
Okay.
later down the line, it ended up being connected.
But the
Okay.
basement does not extend like underneath the front yard or under the road.
No.
or
Okay.
anything.
So it's basically a big square. Okay.
Yep. And then the back door in the basement from that new cinder block part is above ground. So that's why like the mystery door up in the dining room literally falls right down into the yard right there.
Okay. So you could technically walk out the back of the basement.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So the hill is that steep that it's on.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you had mentioned that you guys believe that someone came there in the 70s and investigated the house.
Yes.
Do you know anything about that investigation?
It was very vague, what was told to us. So the last town historian, his name is Frank. He is no longer, he's old and retired now, older. retired now. He lives directly right across the house. He was best friends with the Barbara Doss. And there was a conversation that they had back in 1976. Doss had been seeing a little girl in a green dress who was very mischievous. There was a lot of unexplained things happening in this basement, a lot of unexplained things happening in the house, altering the behaviors of some of the children in the house.
Really?
So that concern is what caused them to reach out for somebody to come in and see what was happening. We don't know who it was, what group it was. All we know was that in 1976, Frank said a group did go in. And luckily we left those crosses that were there up because they were put there for a specific purpose. And basically, because back then you didn't talk about stuff like that, and
Right.
especially in a Catholic town.
That was a satanic panic era.
Yeah. So basically, the only thing that Doss had told Frank was that they found something not so pleasant in the basement,
Okay.
and that they hoped that they got a handle on it, and that was the only thing that was spoken of it, and that was the last time they spoke of it. So that's all we know.
It's funny that you specifically mentioned that it was affecting the kids, because in the episode we filmed earlier, that's one of the things that I said I wanted to ask you was if you knew why they called the investigators in, why they called someone in.
Yeah.
The other question,
those are the reasons, just because that's what Frank said.
okay. The other question I have, and Brittany, you may know this since you know a lot of history on the house, or you may not. I don't know. Do you know if the church across the street will bless items? Because my question is about the crucifixes, the crosses that are there, if they were taken across the street and blessed, because I don't remember who told me, whether it was you or somebody, that they have, no, Larissa says it in the video, that there's a Black Madonna across the street.
So
and then you see her in the house.
She's technically not the Black Madonna. She's the Black Mary.
Okay.
So they may have had that stuff blessed over there. More than likely, they probably did have somebody from the church come try to bless the house first before they went with like the paranormal side. I don't know for sure, but being a Catholic town, I would imagine that's what they did first. So I'm sure all the crucifixes probably were blessed over there. The reason they use the Black Mary is because Father Gallitzin was trained in a church originally in France, Saint Sulpice, and
Wow.
their main Mary that they believe in and pray to is the Black Mary, who actually is a representation of Mary Magdalene.
Okay.
Not Jesus' mom, but his potential girlfriend, if you look through history and stuff.
Yeah.
And the child that she's holding, most people think that is Jesus, and it's not. It is the child representation of like his gifts, like Jesus's gifts and everything, bestowing them on everybody. So that church has one of those, and it has the Black Mary in it. So I mean, it would have been probably blessed in front of her.
Yeah, but we really have no way of knowing for sure.
Gotcha. I was just curious because you'll have to watch the episode. You'll have to go watch the episode, and then we can talk privately. But yeah, I was just curious about it. So
She was asking me questions, and I was like, oh my God, Brittany has all the history, and I don't know. And then she was asking about the house, and I was like, I feel like that's a Shauna question. I'm trying to fake my way through it. I'm like, no,
I'm surprised her head isn't bigger. There's so much shit in there.
There's so much knowledge in here.
There's so much shit in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, having somebody that knows that much about the property is phenomenal, though. Like,
well,
really.
But if she doesn't know, she's literally on it.
Find it out.
Half of a second, she's digging and trying to find it out. It's awesome.
Yeah, she was asking me questions, and I was like, I asked so many questions, and I was told so much information, but like I was under so much stress trying to survive and watch out.
Survive for real. I did see you ask though about the newspapers on the wall in the dining room. We found all of those. We found them all in the house.
Oh, that's so cool.
I was just like, these are so cool. I'm just gonna throw them up on the wall.
Absolutely.
rocking horse. You were asking if something was brought up about a rocking horse upstairs, and Buddy was asking if one got moved out of the house, and I was like, I don't think so. I think Shauna
We
said
didn't, yeah, we didn't find one.
I was like, they went through everything meticulously. I don't think so.
I will tell you though, Cheryl just messaged me like 3 days ago. So you got to meet Cheryl Sass, you know, Cheryl is
Yes.
Cheryl. Love
Yeah.
her to death, but
Love
Cheryl is Cheryl. So she loves bringing gifts to the house. Loves bringing gifts to the house. So I finally was like, okay, Cheryl, you know, like we're trying to keep it authentic. Like we don't want to bring too much shit in here. And she was like, so she sent me a message from an antique shop, and it was a rocking horse and then a super old tricycle, right? So I was like, oh, those are so cool, but we just don't have the space. We don't have anywhere to put, we can't bring anything else in, Cheryl. And she was like, okay, but seriously, Shauna, what about the rocking horse? But I still was like, no.
Well,
So maybe that's why you picked up on a freaking rocking horse. Because she's adamant about this damn rocking horse.
Well,
it's gonna
I
end up in
mean,
my living room here.
because in the investigation, the first part of this that we filmed, when they're upstairs in this bedroom over here, Larissa is asking, I have some weird lipstick shit in the corner of my mouth, don't judge. But Larissa is talking to the little girl on the K2, and she's answering questions, and she says, you know, she just showed me a rocking horse, like one of the little she made it sound like a pull behind toy, like, you know, one of the ones on a string that you pull, so a small one.
Yeah.
And she asked if she would like one, and both K2s lit up. So I think that, and Cheryl was standing right there, so that may be why.
Well, I will tell you though, that I did let her bring in about a week later. She brought in an old stick horse.
Gotcha. Okay.
Put that in the toy box because that can fit. That's fine. I love Cheryl.
it sucks being the adult.
Yeah. To the adult.
So what I just heard was I probably should call Shauna whenever I'm shopping so she can tell me no.
Yeah, that part.
Because I'm that person like $1,500 later, and I'm like,
yeah,
fuck, we should leave. Yeah.
You should not hang out with my wife then.
So what I just heard was we don't call Shauna and we take your wife instead.
That's exactly correct.